There are lots of reasons why we can find ourselves not just getting started and building the business that you really want to work in. And this video, we're going to talk about a lot of my experience when I just started playing for senior communities, the things that stopped me at the beginning, and we are going to discuss some of the stumbling blocks that you may find yourself in, and how to get yourself going and how to get out there and finally start sharing your music with the world and getting paid to do it. I want to focus on being like the true working musician, being humble, working in your community, and really trying to make an impact and make an income, because you don't need to be flashy. You do need to be consistent. You don't need to be impressing every place that you go, but you do need to be reliable. One of the things that stopped me in the beginning is I just used to think that you needed to be amazing at first. And I was always comparing myself to other musicians who could play these songs so much better than me and who could just play this style of music. Like, I was watching a guy at a show the other day who was playing a style of Django Reinhardt on his Fender Telecaster, and he just like going away and just going up and down the neck, and I'm just like watching him, just like, oh my God, this guy's awesome. And the tone was perfect and the volume was perfect, and he was just playing with such ease, and I thought to myself, man, I wish I could play like that. That could be a thing that stops you at the beginning, where in reality, although that person may be better at doing that particular song or that particular technique, there are things that you can do that that person can't. Maybe you also sing. Maybe you also tell a story. Maybe you are a guitar player that likes to play a finger-picking style of music. And maybe you are better at speaking and connecting with your audience, and you bring a flavor to the show that you yourself may not even know until you get started. So you don't have to be amazing at first. You just have to have a caring heart, and you have to have an interest in doing this. And if you start with that mindset and stop comparing yourself to other musicians and just go out to your community and just reach out to the closest senior community that you can and just play for them. Just volunteer for them and just play. Lead with a heart of love and the idea and mindset that you're serving them and you want to cheer everybody up. And I think that's going to go a long way. You don't need to be amazing. You just need to want to play for them, and you need to show that, you really care. I used to think that rejection was personal. There were places that I reached out to that never called me back, or I would go in and do like an audition for them and play a song, and then they'd be like, okay, that's enough. And this was for like an open mic, and they wanted to have a series of artists play for them. And sometimes I would just talk with them, and they're like, well, we have this other person coming and this other person coming, and if there's time at the end, you could probably play. And I'm thinking, man, it's like, this is hard. Like, maybe I'm not cut out for this kind of performing lifestyle. Maybe I should just forget my dreams of becoming a paid musician all to begin with. And I think that rejection at the beginning can really hurt. It can really sting. If you're not used to cold calling or sending emails out or following up and just talking to people about the music that you want to play, if you're not used to being rejected, then that can feel very intimidating. And that's one of the things that stopped me at the beginning, is those past experiences of being rejection really shot down my confidence level. But it's not personal. And I want you to not make the same mistake that I did, which was taking those rejections personally at the beginning. You want to take those rejections as learning steps and building your self-confidence and saying, okay, 10 venues said no to me, but 11 is going to be the one that hires me. You need to go through those series of calls. And you also, especially with senior communities, there's a lot of places that you may call and follow up with that are already full, they're already booked, they're inundated every day with calls from musicians just like you who want to play for them. Just keep reaching out. The universe is going to open up these doors for you if you are persistent and consistent. Pick up the phone and call all your local senior communities and make a list of 100 places. Like, I used to call like 2 or 3 places leave messages, and then wait for them to call me back. And then the next week, nobody calls me back. I'm thinking, oh, this isn't going to work. This isn't very good. Make a list of 100 and call every single one. Place the number. Pick a day of the week. I would encourage you to pick between Tuesday and Thursday between the hours of 11 and 2, because that's the days that activity directors are going to be there, and they're probably eating lunch between those times, which means they're at their desk and at their phone. Call them. Call all these places. You may talk out of 100 calls, you may actually talk to 10 people, and you may book 3 shows out of those 10 conversations. But of those 3 shows, that's where your beginnings happen. You may perceive someone not calling you back as a rejection, and don't take that personally. That's just part of building this business. And as soon as you get those first few gigs, even if they're volunteer at the beginning, that's how you start this snowball. I'm telling you, senior communities are desperate for different kinds of musicians, for unique musicians, for musicians that play jazz, that play country, people that play piano or guitar. They want you, they need you. And some of the residents don't even get visitors. Your services are more important than you can ever imagine. Call these places, reach out to them, and say you want to cheer everybody up with playing guitar songs. Let them bring you in and try you out. Or maybe you can just go in there and just visit with somebody and hold your guitar or play a few songs and talk with them. Just get started and then know the staff and then know the residents, and pretty soon you start building this rapport. You have to get started somewhere. Maybe you're rehearsing some songs and you're wondering, is this song even going to work? Wherever you're at right now in your rehearsing and your song list, you are ready. Don't think that you need to make anything perfect, because the senior communities aren't looking for perfection. Include these, off the top of my head, just start learning these songs. Learn You Are My Sunshine, learn Somewhere Over the Rainbow, learn Edelweiss, learn These Are a Few of My Favorite Things. Maybe throw in a John Denver song, Country Roads. Play a little bit of Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison Blues. Play Puff the Magic Dragon. Mix all of these different things. Some things will work, some things won't work. Next, pick up the phone and call the 20 communities that are closest to you. This is how you get started. Take a look at the rest of the videos that I have on this channel, because I go into specifics about how to pick songs in certain genres, or how to get your gear prepared. Maybe one of the things that's keeping you back is having all the right necessary gear. You don't need an amplifier, you don't need a microphone. All you need is your instrument and a caring heart, and the residents will love you. That's how I started. I went to a community. It was a residential community. There were like 10 residents. And I brought in my guitar, and I just started playing Ring of Fire. I had my harmonica with me, and I put it on my neck, and I was playing the solo to Ring of Fire on my harmonica, and do, and I was playing my guitar, and some of the residents loved it. And they invite you back. And then when you get invited back, you get that self-confidence, and then you start to add more songs to your repertoire. Maybe you're talking to the residents, and the residents give you ideas, and you start to navigate this. Frets and Funds is about giving you that pathway that I never had at the beginning, so that you can start playing your music and getting paid for your services. So you gotta start just reaching out. Maybe one of the things that's keeping you from getting started is that you think that the market is oversaturated. And you may be right, depending on where you live. There may be a higher concentration of musicians. Like if you live in Boston, anywhere near Berkeley, or an institution that teaches music, you may find that you're up against a whole lot of talent. But even then, you have all these unique gifts that you can certainly use to help you get that next gig. But don't let that stop you, the market oversaturation. Like, I live in New Hampshire, and there are communities that reach out to me that I am unable to schedule because my schedule is booked. I'm doing between 10 and 14 shows every week, and I book out throughout the whole year. Maybe the community that you're reaching out to books 1 month at a time, and then the next month comes back. Then the next month they reach out again, and then other communities book out for the whole year. You may think that one place has all these different musicians coming in, but it may be just that time of year. Reach out to them and offer your services. Start volunteering, and then gradually make your way to a paid performer. And then let that director be the person that refers you to your next gig. and then let that director who hired you refer you to the next gig. There are a lot of different musicians out there, and there's certainly a lot of people who would love to play for senior communities and make money doing it, but many don't take action. So you need to just take that action, reach out to them, and say that you want to cheer everybody up with your music. That's really what has worked all the time for me, especially just the past 5 years. I've been able to quit my part-time job. I was a server at a restaurant as I was part-time doing this. Now I don't do anything on the side. And maybe you're looking to do music full-time. Maybe you've always wanted to book music full-time and you wanted to schedule all these shows and schedule your weeks and months and in advance and have your whole calendar every year just full of all these different gigs. And you can absolutely do that. The market's not oversaturated and these communities need you. The opportunity to play music at senior communities and get paid for it is real. The opportunity is real, but it is hidden. And I think that there are so many communities that need to hear different kinds of musicians. I think that the opportunity is through the roof if you find it. And I hope that this channel and all my videos are encouraging for you and inspiring for you so that you can take that first step and learn a few of the songs that I had mentioned earlier in this video, reach out to your community and start shining your love and light. If you're getting some value from my channel, there's a link in the description. You can buy me a coffee. Maybe you can join my Patreon or go through the list of gear that I have listed in the description and take a look at all those different things I have listed. Maybe there's something that you're looking that will help you get started, whether it's a tuner or whether it's a capo or whether you're looking to upgrade to the amplifier that I use, which is a Fishman Loudbox. Just take a look at that and that would really support my channel. Also, I want to encourage you to believe in yourself. You can do this. You've got this. I've got you. Let me know in the comments if you're stuck on something and you need help, and I'm happy to answer that as best as I can. Have an awesome show. Have a great time reaching out to these communities. Don't worry if you're rejected at one and people don't call you back. Just keep going, keep rehearsing your songs, keep shining your love and light on the world, and you're going to get a return in dividends, 10x back. Anyway, have an awesome next show, and I'll see you in the next video.